and welcome to Cellar. My name is Ben and welcome back to League of Legends. Now today I'm going to be doing a little commentary on, over the top of some Bard jungle gameplay. I will be fast forwarding it towards, after about a minute, because I don't want to keep you guys watching the full game, and it will be sped up quite a considerable amount. But what I'm going to be talking about is Bard jungle and how to sort of recover a lost game. Now, in terms of a lost game, Morgana was AFK the whole game, and yeah, our team didn't really get on that well together. However, we come through good in the end, and I can confirm that Bard jungle, although he's difficult in the beginning, is a very good champion to play in the jungle. Bard early game, he's very sort of difficult to sort of jungle with, I guess. Because, as you know, he's a support champion, and that means that, he's got a very set sort of game style. And although he's got his, like, healing W, I sort of, this is the very first time that I played Bard jungle, and I sort of miscalculated the ranges. So, I don't really get the best of starts, get Gromp, and then I made the mistake of placing my W a little bit too far away. When I go to pick it up, it sort of resets the blue buff, and I have to start pretty much all over again. It's not the best to start, it does put me back quite a bit, but after getting the Scuttle Crab, it sort of gets a bit better after that, I guess. First Blood does go to Zach, and that is where sort of the main problem lied within this game. I do feed the troll, I guess, at one point with Fizz, because it's difficult to not get caught up in the game, I guess, in times. And League of Legends, it's synonymous with, like, although it's a team game, unless you're playing with friends, you can sort of get very annoyed. And this is the part where I see that Zach is like very low, and then I realise that he's level 6 mid gank, and yeah, Fizz blasts me with a noob, and it's not the best. However, I carry on in my jungle, and yeah, Fizz at this point sort of gets a bit annoyed, and she keeps pinging and stuff. But as Bard, I think the best thing you can do at the early game is to farm and collect your chimes, because the chimes late game are what will carry you in terms of damage. Now, he is an AP champion, however, these meeps, I can't stress enough how important they are. The quicker they respawn, the better, and the more damage you can do. Like, towards the end of the game, if you watched my support gameplay, you'll have seen that he does, like, in time, fire sort of like an arc of meepness. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the proper name is. However, again, giving up another kill there is not the best. But it's very important that you do collect these meeps. So after Fizz kills the Zac, it is a turning point in the game. It's the road for Fizz getting sort of fed, if that, well, of course it makes sense, but it's the road for Fizz to get more kills. However, I'm not really ganking my lanes as much as what I should do and what I could do. The only problem with this bit here is that I miss everything. I missed every single skill shot, and yeah, that's a bit where I'm a bit annoyed. But that's the only time that I properly sort of retaliate, I guess, to the insults and stuff. I don't normally take insults that badly, because it's a game, and in games you don't do as well all the time. However, I do get my first assist onto Bard, and I really want to push his tower. However, in time we're not going to get it, but we do get 2 more kills anyway. Make that 3. However, Talent forgot to SS, and yeah, we end up dying to Talent. However, again, 3 kills for 2, I think it was. It's not the end of the world, really. However, in time, we sort of we do sort of bring it back towards the end, I promise you. And in terms of Bard, I find myself getting stronger and stronger with every single chime. And you know, the most important thing in terms of keeping a positive mental state is that you do keep a positive mental state, and you don't just sort of reassign everything to being everyone else's fault. You've got to admit defeat. Well, I say admit defeat. You've got to admit like problems with yourself for like things to sort of progress in terms of learning like how to play League, because you know, League's a sort of a game where you're not going to be the best straight away. Like, this is the third game ever that I ever played with Bard. I'd never played Bard jungle before this, and I'd only played like 3 games with him beforehand. So of course I was going to be slightly slightly rusty, and I do make mistakes like you saw there with Zach. I do make stupid mistakes every now and again. However, that's just part of League, you know. Obviously the pro players, everyone just bases it on what they see in the LCS. But what you gotta remember is that in the LCS, these people are investing, you know, tens of, possibly hundreds of hours a week, like training for this one, like, job, I guess, you know. And they're obviously not going to die because, you know, they're at highest level. Unfortunately, I'm currently at bronze. I was silver last season, I promise. So I'm hoping to get back up into silver eventually. However, I've just sort of lost all sort of motivation at the minute because, you know, it's difficult, like, regaining sort of your sort of motivation and your what's the correct word? Your momentum. Momentum's a good one, because towards the end of last season I was getting into the stride. You know, I was playing games very well. I do main support, so I was like assisting in some good kills, and yeah, eventually, thanks to the soft reset, I was put into bronze 1, and then I sort of fell into elo hell, and everything sort of went wrong from there. However, all you gotta do is, I've sort of taken a break from rank at the minute, just so that I can, you know, regain like my sort of like I said, regain my momentum for the game, practice with my champions, become the best like support that I can be, and then going back into rank and trying to like put a positive spin on all these things. It's very easy to just admit defeat with a game like League and just like surrender as soon as anything bad, remotely bad even, happens. But it's best to just sort of, even if you just wait until the end, because, you know, towards the start of the game we were doing very badly. I mean, we messed up on our blue buff, we messed up, well, I messed up in terms of ganking Zach at level 3, I think it was, when he was level 6, and in time it is possibly like it's possibly I keep saying it's in time. This is one take, right? This is how we do it at Silent Gaming. We do everything in one take, and in time it will become better. There we are, got it in again. But yeah, I think I've talked enough about like positive mental attitude, because it's something that does sort of annoy me when I'm playing League, when you get all these people just complaining all the time. But yeah, Bard jungle, the best thing to do is build tanky straight away. So get yourself a oh, I've forgotten what it's called, but get the purple buff, purple jungle item. I can't remember which one it was. The one that gives you immense like sort of wave clear. That's important towards the start, because, you know, Bard, he doesn't have the best wave clear until he gets a few meeps behind him, and obviously in the early game you're not going to get those meeps. So yeah, it's best to go with the purple one and then go for the chilling smite towards the end for team fights, because then you can like, you can obviously smite enemies a lot easier, you can slow them down, and you can just sort of generally help out in team fights more. Next, go for Warmogs. You'll want to get some tanky stats, some good health regen, and then after that, oh sorry, before that, you need your boots of mobility, of course. Get the Alcatricity sort of enchantment if you want to sort of get around a bit faster, or get Home Guard if you want to leave base faster, of course. You know all this stuff. And then Lich Bane is very important, because then if you queue with your Lich Bane, your next basic attack obviously will deal extra damage. If you've got a meat behind that, you can then cause even more damage. And then towards the end, you'll want to get a Riley's Scepter. This is what I think, at least. You want to get your Riley's Scepter, because then with the slows from your meeps, you will then be able to slow them even further, whilst also gaining the tankier stats and also the AP. Then towards the end, if you want, you can go for a Spirit Visage or a Randuin's Omen. It depends on if you're going up against a more AP based team or a more like AD based team. If you're planning to go full tank Bard in the jungle, get both of them. You can't go wrong with a bit of extra health and a bit of extra magic resist and armor, and of course a health regen from the Spirit's Visage. If you want to do a bit more damage, go for an Ardent Sensor. It will obviously help out with the heals. So if you place down a W with say on your AD carry in a team fight, you'll do more attack. Well, you'll get more attack speed, mean more deeps for your team. Also, a Rod of Ages. Again, get the tankier stats, get a bit more mana, and of course you get the ability power with that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that you haven't been too annoyed with how sort of sloppy my jungling skills were. I don't really play jungle that much. However, yeah, it was a very fun game, and Bard I think he's becoming one of my sort of favourite new champions to play. He's definitely been one of the ones which I've been most excited to play, and since Jinx, really. I think Jinx was the last one that I was properly excited to play. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please do subscribe and leave a like. It really does mean a lot to me. And yeah, I hit 350 subs a few days ago. Thank you so much for that. I don't know how many of you will be my subscribers, but I hope that as many of you guys are. And let's get up to 500. We're only 150 off now. If this video does well, hopefully we'll get a few more subscribers from it. So thank you very much. Yeah, so have a nice day. I never finish my videos like that, but still, thank you and goodbye.